because on YouTube I watched it before. They are asking the trans community, people are asking the trans community to step out and what how do you say I don't know how to I can't think of the right word right now. To like ban, say this was bad. Like they're asking the trans community to speak up on the behalf of the straight community and say this was fucked up, and they're not really doing it.
We don't need them to speak up.
We don't. I mean,
we don't need them to speak up for what?
When a man kills a woman, do we go and say, "Hey, men, you need to speak out on the men community and say this is what we do"? No, we just charge the people. We just charge the people that's guilty, and they go to jail. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why we're putting such heavy focus on the trans community.
Yeah,
we're talking about this
because this is a gender-based crime. So,
we don't know that for a fact, but even if it is, even if it is, Bambi, so the fuck what? She dead. You can't bring her back. And like I said, everybody on that trip is guilty. All of them are on the run.
So what if it comes out? Let's just say y'all are wrong. That old girl that came up is telling the truth, and it was a woman, right?
Right.
Then what? So now y'all argument goes down the drain, and it's still the same thing that we've been saying: is that whoever is guilty for her death needs to be punished. All the people in the room that was there for a second, everybody
that went on that trip, in my eyes, is guilty. All of them.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, this whole focus on the trans community, that's coming from what that is. That's a play from somewhere else, because people have issues towards the trans community for whatever reasons, so they're going to use this to further their narrative.
Yes.
What's up, bro? And even if it was,
that's a better way of saying it.
Even if it was a trans person, on the trip with them, so what? They all went there together and came back together without her and lied.
That's the bottom line. But the fact that I believe, let me Google it. It's already been two since this came out. Already two public acts of violence that I'm aware of against the trans community. Yeah, that's not. I don't think a coincidence.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think. I'm just saying we have to be on alert. We have to be on alert for this type of thing.
I just believe
violence happens among all communities.
Right.
Every day.
There's always a group of people that don't get along and act violently against each other and commit crimes against each other. But with this incident, I feel like it was planned before they even went over there.
Exactly.
But it has nothing to do with the trans community.
Right.
But what wasn't nice, what Tulsa just said was like, what I didn't like what she just said, it was like, oh, you don't want girls to go, you don't want the problems with the trans community. You don't want that. Like she was
I didn't hear her say that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, but like I said, like, girl, what are you saying?
Yeah, we do want the problems with her. We do want the problems with them if they had something to do with her death. And like I said, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. Whether it was a man or a woman, you can't really get a good look if it was her a man or a woman. But the way that person was throwing punches, it looked like a man. But it could be either or. It could go either way. But like I said, they all need to be locked up. That's it. They all need to be locked up. And I don't think, in my opinion, it should take this long to catch them, because they didn't have the type of money she had. And then somebody got to be abiding and abating them or helping them out or in hiding. So whoever's helping them in the hideout, they need to be locked up too.
I mean, there is a valid. If I was to play devil's advocate, and this is strictly me playing devil's advocate, there is an angle you could come at. If it was, let's say it was a trans woman, right? There is an argument that you can make, but y'all haven't made it. So I'm not even going to give it any. I'm not even going to give it any light because y'all haven't made it. So I don't think that's y'all stance on it. Because I'm not going to say it because I don't think that's y'all stance on it. I mean,
I don't even know what you're talking about. As far as that,
now this is 100% me playing devil's advocate here, right? So let's say if you're coming, let's just say, that's a hypothetical. Let's say it was a trans woman, whatever. It was a man trying to be a woman, right?
Right.
The argument somebody could make is that, well, these men are out here thinking that they're women, fighting women, but they really have the power of a man.
Right.
And you can make an argument based on that, but nobody. I mean, that's why I just been talking. Nobody has said that. So that's not y'all stance on it. Y'all didn't even make that stance on it. So I don't understand the validity. I don't see why y'all focusing. Being that y'all didn't make that argument, I don't see how y'all could even come towards the trans community for anything, because y'all didn't make that argument.
To me, that ain't that is not even a relevant argument, because
not really. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate on it.
I feel you. I'm just saying because from what I've seen from the videos, the girl didn't see it coming. She didn't know what was going to happen. She walked in the room and just gets all the shit beat out of her, and does. From the video
I don't know why Tulsa just reacted like that. I noticed some of the other, trans people on YouTube were also reacting like that. And it's like, listen, y'all,
my nephew.
Y'all, there again, because you know what? I'm not even trying to say it because I've been into some, not so long ago, some physical altercations with the LGBT community. I had a physical altercation with that community not too long ago. I'm not even going to get into incidents with it, but they don't like females. They don't like females because they want men.
Y'all going a whole different angle with this thing, boy.
But that trans argument, that's not even valid, in my eyes.
I don't.
I'm just saying, a lot of them don't. Some of them don't like female. I'm not even.
But like I said, I fought y'all women.
Some men don't like females.
Yeah, but I fought y'all women for being.
Which is why she just said you don't want any problems with us. Like, bitch, they don't.
Why not? Like that. Why not? But I fought y'all females for having all these gay friends.
You don't want problems with us. Like, that's kind of
I fought y'all women for having all these gay friends, all these gay dudes as y'all friends. And then if something like this happened, and
gay guys, and the difference between gay guys and the ones that dress up like girls, those are different.
It's the same difference.
No, it's not.
It's the same difference because they still want to be like y'all. They still act like try to act like women when they're not.
Like being men, wearing suits and come on, there's gay
guys out
there.
They just like that video you sent to me of that white couple, right? That was on TV. That white lady, I forgot the name of the guy, but she was married to a gay guy, right? And they end up the boyfriend of the husband got mad and snitched on the couple for fraud. You remember that video you just sent to me? Was it yesterday?
Huh?
That video.
What?
It was a white couple that was married, but the husband was gay and he had a boyfriend, right? And the couple, they were actually doing some fraudulent shit or whatever. So he
yeah. Chris
right.
knows best.
Huh?
Chris Lee.
Right. Now he got mad at his the boyfriend or whatever, the husband, and snitched on the couple for whatever fraudulent activity that they were doing, right?
Oh, that's about
and had them
locked
TV
up. Show,
huh?
You talking about the people that do that TV show?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at the lady is like, how, your husband is gay, and he looks sweet. You know what I'm saying? And then he got a whole boyfriend.
He was bi,
right.
He was definitely attracted to his wife as well. We can't sit here and say that
something was wrong with him.
I don't know.
something was wrong with her. You're
No, but he wasn't. Even though he was very, how you doing? He was sexually very. You could tell he was also sexually attracted to his wife.
I don't know the dude. I can't tell.
He was. We can't sit there and say he wasn't.
How you know? How you know? You know them?
I know the guy is. You can look at him and just tell he's gay. Everything about him gives.
How you know he attracted to his wife sexually? How you know?
Oh, I don't know that.
I thought he was metrosexual, but
I'm saying though, he's a little more metrosexual. But how
the nigga was straight up gay in my eyes.
He was attracted to his wife.
How you know?
You could tell.
Because of what? TV? Come on, because of what? TV?
People are having sex, like they were having sex.
How you know? You met them?
Okay, I'm just the TV show. It seemed like he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta stop believing in these TV shows and everything y'all see on this shit. I don't give a fuck if it's a reality TV show. That shit is fake.
Yeah, they want you to act a certain way and to do certain things, and you know all that shit on TV is scripted.
Seriously, again, whether you guys might not know, but I'm saying there are guys out there that are attracted to men and women. Let's not they're attracted to both.
Yeah, but if you married, you committed. It don't matter.
Exactly, and he was obviously bisexual because he had a boyfriend. Supposedly, none of us are. None of us.
He did. He married a woman. Maybe he married a woman as a mask.
Right.
He had to hide this shit.
Basically.
No, you could.
Because even when he got questioned about being gay, he's like, no, he's not gay. So he was hiding that shit.
Right.
Obviously, but I'm not gonna.
So maybe he married his wife as a mask in order to do whatever the fuck he needed to do.
No, he was attracted to his wife. You could tell by the way he looked at his wife and stuff. He was sleeping. They had like 10 kids. They had 5, 6 kids.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy. Look, I can act like I'm attracted to anybody. You pay me enough money. You pay me enough money.
That's crazy.
They have you thinking that fucking what them people name on the Notebook. They have you thinking they really in love. That's a movie. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why the LGBTQ community is acting like this because they're over here trying to blame. It was a girl. It was a girl. No, that was a fucking man. That was a man hitting her in a girl's nightgown, a girl's pajama sweatsuit. There ain't no way that was a girl. That was a man dragging her. You know what I mean? Like a rag doll.
I don't know. I think some strong women out there. I'm trying to tell you.
It was his posture. It wasn't even that. It was his posture.
Man, listen. I got one of my sisters. If you ever see that motherfucker fight, you think it's a dude too.
I mean, possibly, but again, women like the way that his arms cocked back and she didn't lean forward.
Man, listen. But look, I'm not. I don't know. I didn't research it like that. But I've seen my sister fight. And I seen my sister fight a dude. It was like a party we had years ago. Everybody was out there fighting and stuff like that. So I was fighting somebody. My brother was fighting somebody. We were all out there getting. My sister got hands, boy. She fucked the dude up quick. I'm telling you. So
listen, there's really no context between a woman and a man. I don't care if he's a man in a dress or a man and a regular guy. There's really no contest. So.
But I'm just saying though, it could have. I don't know because I didn't research it, and it sounds like you didn't really research it too deep. So
I did enough because again, like I said, for them to rule it a femicide, which is a homicide for a woman being a female, they put a label on that.
It don't even matter the label that they put on it. It was when it's all said and done, it was a murder.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I don't care what title they put on it. She still was murdered. And I say all of them had a hand in it.
For sure.
Because if you didn't, even if you didn't, just say if all of us went on a trip together and someone died, right? And the people that committed it, if you had 3 other people on the trip with us, right? And the other 3, and one of us died, right? And just say 4 or 5 of us knew what happened and the other 2 didn't, right? Wouldn't you stay there on the trip?
What do you mean? Well, yeah, like I said, it was
If I didn't have anything to do with their murder, why would I?
Absolutely. I really agree with this man. If if they all went on a trip and this happened, why would you leave? You don't know anything about it. Why would you leave? First and foremost, I want to say thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. We jumped right into the content as it was hot, fresh, and delicious. Okay, so let me go ahead, get my greeting in. We'll be right back after these messages as we have to pay the bills. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. Hey guys, hold on 1 second. I'm just gotta go in and get me a cup. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, guys, I'm about to go on with them.
Want them to be brought to justice. We don't give a damn if you straight or not.
But Tulsa,
Hey guys,
you
hold
say
on
we
one
don't-
second. I'm just gotta go in and get me a cup. Hold on 1 second.
Hey,
It's like
just
they
because you
want to argue.
trans, that shit don't mean nothing. You don't get no easy pass for you being a transgender person. Nah, you had something to do with it, whether, like I said, you straight or not. You all had your hands tied into her murder because all y'all are guilty, and you came back home and lied to the parents, and you lied to the authorities before you left.
All right, guys, I'm here. What's up?
So why did you say that we don't want problems with the trans community? Why were you so hostile about that?
Ma'am, you were hostile from the jump. You were making
I
it
was not
out.
hostile from the jump.
Well, I was trying to answer your question.
Okay.
You were making a host. I feel you were making a. I feel it was hostile from the jump in the conversation. You were making it out to be, oh, that's a trans woman, and I clarified that at first I thought that that was a trans woman as well, being that someone had fabricated photos and placed them out to spew a narrative. But once I got the right information, I did apologize to my community. But the thing is, I I think you're fixated on the fact that you want it to be trans and you want to be outraged. And I don't think that we need to be looking at that. We need to look at individuals that took a precious life away. This
I'm
young
not. I'm
lady,
not. I'm not. I don't want it to be a trans woman. I don't want it to. That is not my intentions. I'm just pointing out what is obvious. It's obvious that it's not a woman. It's obvious that it's a man. And that does make a difference when they can, when you try to get to the root of an unsolved murder. It does
let me
matter
ask you this.
because the
Have you
motives between when women kill another woman, and when a man kills another woman, the motives are different. They're not the same.
The motives to me is no different.
But if you were a criminologist, right?
You took an innocent person's life.
It doesn't matter. The motive
matter from a
the motive is they robbed her and it was stealing from her and then killed her.
You have to look at it from a criminology, like criminology. For them trying to unpack the murder, they do have to establish what the gender, because of what it is, and the motive, and what that person was.
The motive is they were jealous, and she obviously must have had more money than they did, and it was already stolen from her. So that's the motive.
She was worth $700,000. Her net worth was $700,000. Almost $1 million.
Initially, until I saw the video, I assumed it was a whole bunch of females on a girls' trip. And then after watching it, I was like, that wasn't a female. And then later it came out that it was a trans. But I had said to myself before, I said, girls don't usually go on a trip and kill one another.
But
that's not typically what girls do to each
other.
Ma'am, are you familiar with the mob?
That women won't typically. Again, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but women typically won't kill another woman. They might. But baby,
it was 3 dudes and 3 girls.
A man will likely kill a woman. Yes.
It was 3 dudes and it was 3 girls on the trip from the pictures I seen, and then they showed her picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
no, it was.
They showed 6 pictures, and then they showed her picture. So I counted. It was 6 people. It was three girls and 3 dudes. And then they showed her picture on top of everyone else's. So that's a total of 7, unless they included her picture and the 3 girls and the 3 guys.
Right. But I think that when we talk about violence against this woman, we have to understand that the Black woman specifically is not protected. I want to point out the fact that there were Black men. I don't care if they were gay or straight. They were in the room and they sat and they recorded like everything was okay. And then you had this light-skinned woman, Winter Donovan, and we all know about colorism, light skin versus dark skin.
But okay, yesterday, I don't know if you was on the live or not, but Jim, which is Core Love, she did some more research, and she said that because she looked into their criminal record, and she was reading it over the live, and she was stating that they were like a little scam artist team, doing PPP loans,
Mm-hmm.
And she said the girl, I guess Shanquella, got like 4 or 5 different P loans for her employees.
And so, Khalil didn't. Khalil's didn't go through.
Okay, so the people that she got the PPP loans for are probably the people that went on that trip with her. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I'm following you.
So I'm getting all of this from Jim yesterday when she was reading, their criminal history, their reports or whatever that was online. And she said that she said that they were out on pretrial release, meaning they had to go back to court for, I guess, these fraudulent cases and was going to testify. And I'm thinking that, they was probably trying to get her not to testify.
Well, peep this out. Well, Elise Hyatt, one of the girls that was there on the trip, her sister was killed the day as well, the same day, either the day of or the day before.
Where at? In
North Carolina.
See? So this was a little criminal law ring they had going on. And so Jim might have been right. I'm not going to say everything she said was correct, but
when you think about timeshares, they were at a timeshare. When you think about timeshares, who owns timeshares? Pretty much, sometimes wealthy people, right?
No, you can no. It could be my uncle had a timeshare. Anybody can own a timeshare. Regular people,
Well, I was saying that she's wealthy, and they're saying that it was her timeshare, but the government there is trying to cover it up, because if we think about it, when they said that she was pronounced not here, it was 15 minutes after that last altercation. And then you have another report that comes out and say, oh, well, there was a doctor there for 2 and 3 hours. Okay, which one is it? With the money that they finessed and extorted the family from, I'm wondering, did, being that was their ticket to get out, like, hey, y'all, figure this out. Let us, because they didn't leave right away. They went to the airport. They left the villa, went to the airport, got a hotel room, and left the next day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I was saying. If you was not guilty and you didn't know anything about it, right? Or just say you didn't know anything about it, right? You wouldn't have hopped on a plane and came right back, would you?
No, I would have waited for my friend. Come together, and even if we did come together and I came in late, if you my friend and I rock with you like that and we don't have no beef,
I'm not leaving. I'm not getting on the plane and just coming right back home.
We need to figure out
her clothes. Right. So they came, when they found out she was dead or whatever, blah, 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 they hopped right back on the plane and bought her clothes and lied and, and made up that story, and told her parents that she had alcohol poisoning. And they told the authorities in Mexico the same thing before they left.
Exactly.
So me personally, I'm just saying, if I didn't have anything to do with it, and then I found out about it a couple minutes or an hour or so later, I'm not going to just hop up on a plane and leave and come back home, because they're going to have some questions and they're going to want to know, well, did you have anything to do with it, or do you know these people, and blah, blah, blah. And that's supposed to be your friend. So obviously, she really wasn't a friend. Because your friend ain't gonna do something to you like that and then come back home and lie, to your parents and
sitting in their faces, going to the dinner table. Giving hugs, acting emotional.
Right. That was all.
All the while, there's a demon inside of you screaming and raging.
Right.
In happiness.
Right.
In excitement.
And the mom, I seen the video where the mom said, that one little dude that she went to college with, was a friend of the family that they considered a friend of. Yeah. And he was the one that came over for 4 days straight. And once the mom got the autopsy, then he disappeared. He goes on a run. He ain't been back over there since. That's a sign of guilt. You run when you're guilty.
But this is my thing. Let's get into a video. Let's get into the video. Oh, let me find this video. Because my thing is, if my best friend is, you can see her. It's like there was more than alcohol going on in that situation.
The video that I seen, all right, because I sent videos out, right? The last video that I seen, right? Because I was piecing them together by video, right? So the last video I seen was, I guess it was her walking through the villa or the hotel, wherever they was at. And she was asking them, she was looking through room to room, was saying, hey, are y'all naked yet? So the first thing that came to my mind,
undress, say undress.
Right.
Undress. Yeah.
No, she said, are y'all naked yet? This is what she said. Yeah. So I'm thinking, first thing comes to my mind, you walking through the hotel room, asking people, are they naked yet? First thing come to my mind, what, y'all about to have an orgy? Or are y'all about to go swimming? Okay. So I
Mhm.
looked at some videos on YouTube and it said that they were supposed to been about to go swimming. But when she walked in that room, okay, um, she walked in there.
Everybody was clothed. Everybody had on their
No, no,
clothes.
no. I seen that video too. But this other room where she was killed at, she walked in. The dude was in the corner that videotaped the murder. He was in. You couldn't even see him because he was to the left. So I guess she didn't see him when she walked in. And then the other person came from the other corner of the room and just attacked her.
I think the guy, to be honest with you, I think the guy waited until she was lifeless. She was like flailing like that, and then turned the camera on. I think she was getting hit like for a few minutes before the camera even went on.
No. Oh, well,
I
don't know. I just know when she walked in the room, the person ran from the other side of the room and started beating her. So the guy already had the camera out recording. Go back and watch the video. When she walked in that room, the dude was already recording.
I don't really want to watch it, but maybe I should go back and watch it a couple times. I've watched it, but
well, you watched the fight of what you call the trans woman fighters. You should watch it.
Listen,
see what he
there's
did.
no need for you to be annoyed. I'm not coming for the trans community, okay? So relax.
No, I'm not being annoyed. I'm just, expressing myself like you've been the whole time, ma'am.
I'm not coming. Listen, for you to be so defensive is an alert.
It don't even. Like I said, man,
you're acting as if I'm coming to arrest you for being trans.
It don't even matter whether it was a trans person or a straight person. All that matters is, she died, a violent death that she shouldn't have died, where she shouldn't have been killed. So it doesn't matter whether the person was trans or not.
Everybody there was a human being, and they were all responsible.
Exactly. I don't care and that's what I say. All of them niggas on that trip was guilty.
Yeah, because it's like this was your friend, and I'm not understanding it. It helped me understand. You go back to your hometown, you get to see your loved ones, and then you go with this BS story to her family.
Right.
And you shove it in their faces until the autopsy comes out. But guess what? Exactly. When the autopsy comes out, then everybody scatters. Now everybody has fled.
That's the second time they didn't split, because the first time they hopped on the plane.
That's true.
That's the first time they got ghosts. Now the second time, well, I don't. All I know. Yeah, the second time was, I don't know how many of them came to the house and talked to the mom, but I know that one dude did, because they showed the picture of him, and then she said, after 4 days, he was coming over to the house 4 days faithfully in a row. That was about a week almost. And then once he gets the autopsy, then he's gone. So that's like twice in a row. So I don't know if the other people that was on the trip was coming, paying, sitting with her, talking, trying to figure it out.
The bottom line, a lot of trans people hate women and don't like women because they are jealous of females.
Well, that's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Why are you talking on the trans?
Here, I'll explain. Listen here,
ma'am, I'll explain what it is. And they're very aggressive and nasty towards women because some of them, not all, but there's some that don't like women, who are nasty to women because I'm a natural born female, and that they think that we're in some type of competition where we're not in a competition. Okay.
Well, what do you say about Sally that works in your same office and thinks that she's better than you? Do you give her the same type of heat that you're giving me?
I'm not in competition. I'm not competing.
But listen, love, let me just say this. There's no competition, it's a coalition.
Men who are heterosexual have no desire to be with a trans woman.
Well, let me just say this. Let me pop your bubble, because, ma'am, I've been married for 4 years. And me and my husband, we have 3 beautiful children together. And I do interact with their mother. And we do have a great relationship. We are thriving over here. All of my children are on honor roll. And another thing is my husband loves me. Okay. So unfortunately, you've been, brainwashed into thinking that things like that can't happen. But I'm here to give you a reality check.
But why don't
And
you go with the gay man? Why do you want to be with a straight man? Why don't you go with the gay man?
Ma'am, why do you pick the men that you pick? Why do you pick the men that you lay down with? Why have you given your why listen? Why do you give yourself to men?
I am married to a man as well.
Okay, so we're two married women. What's the difference?
The difference is that I was born a woman. And I bleed
okay, so listen, let me ask you this. Do you cook for your husband? Do you clean for him? Do you take care of the children?
Listen,
do you
the difference is I bleed every month. I can give him a child. I ovulate.
I can give him a child too,
I
love.
have a physique of a woman.
Me too. Have you seen me? Have you seen me?
On the bullshit.
Have you seen me? Have you seen my figure?
As a woman who doesn't
but listen, sis,
whatever you have going on, but there is a difference.
Sis, let me just say this. There is a difference. You were born biologically a female, and I'm not taking that experience away from you. I'm not trying to overpower you, and I'm not trying to overshadow what your life experience is. I just want to occupy the spaces that we are both in with respect. It shouldn't matter who I am and what I have. It's all about respect, and I think respect is free. The last time I checked,
I haven't disrespected you.
But listen, why if you're so uncomfortable with trans women,
I'm not uncomfortable with trans. I'm actually a big advocate for the LGBTQ.
You could have fooled me.
I am not. Why? Because I'm not going to kiss your ass and make you feel because you're trans. You're special. You're just like everybody else.
It's not about. It's not about kissing. It's not about kissing nobody's ass. It's about coming to common ground,
ma'am. Just because you're trans doesn't mean that you're any different or have special treatment. I don't believe in that.
What special treatment have I asked for?
I don't know. But you keep saying that it wasn't the trans man, it was that girl. It was this girl. It was that when we also, like for me, I'm just gonna call a spade because I have been abused by the LGBT community recently.
I'm sorry.
I noticed that they are aggressive.
Ma'am.
I will say they are aggressive towards some of them. Are very aggressive to natural females because they are competing for a man. When some men have no desire for a trans people and they attack women. I almost got killed by a trans man.
Okay, so
because he thought I wanted to be with a man, and
when you say a trans man, did he have a full beard?
He was wearing men's clothes, but he was probably wearing a dress and a skirt and heels and all that, if nobody was outside.
Okay, I'm a little long.
I'm saying what it is.
Let me help you out right quick.
I did nothing to that boy that did attack me, who almost killed me. I did nothing to him. It just except be there. And there was a in that. Females don't do that. Females don't do that. If I'm in a room with another female and there's a boy there and that boy thinks one girl is cuter than the other, another girl's not going to try to attack that woman. That's not going to happen.
Well, ma'am, I want to say this. I was not there for your experience.
So
I do want to,
ma'am,
I gave you the floor and I didn't interrupt you.
Okay.
I want to apologize for your experience. And I want to say not all trans women act like that. I understand that there are bad apples. That's just like there are bad apples in all communities. I personally want to apologize for your experience. And I want to come to a common ground to where there is, I want to be very clear on this. There's no competition. I'm not in competition. There's nothing. I mean, I'm in my lane. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I love my sisters. I want to support you, but also I understand that it takes time and education. But with that, I feel like that we can grow as a community. I don't think that we should try to tear each other down every chance that we get. The things that we don't understand, we're frustrated about. But what we fail to understand is we're not back in the day. Back in the day, discrimination was fine. Nobody got in trouble for it. Our ancestors and those that had come before us, they marched and they did things so we could live a prosperous and adventurous life, right? They didn't say the struggle was going to be easy, right? It's for everybody, no matter what lifestyle you live. But be a upstanding American. Just do you, respect people, stay in your lane. What you believe is what you believe. Nobody can take that away from you. But it's all about respect. It's all about respect, sister.
Again, I have the utmost respect for me. Again, and I'm not at all homophobic or anything like that. But to me, just me standing there, being a female, and I'm not saying that's all trans because I know that's not true at all. I know that's not true at all. But I'm just noticing, for me, it was shocking to me normally I get along with my best friend growing up was a gay guy. Two of them actually. One of them actually was kind of aggressive towards females as well. That's why I had said on this live before, I noticed that some gay guys are aggressive to females because they feel that they are competing again. And I don't know, because I'm a woman, I don't know what that I can't understand. But I know if it's woman to woman, even if two women, if me and my girlfriend are even competing for the same guy, we're not going to be physically aggressive towards each other. Females don't do that. So that's why for me it's a bit alarming because I don't understand it.
So well, when it comes to a gay guy, listen here. You think that some women oppress us? The gay community, they oppress trans.
Yeah, her gay agenda. Get her out of here with her gay agenda.
All I'm saying, like I said, and
Her
I
gay
noticed
agenda.
that,
Try to
and
put
I
that
and
on us.
some that's all I'm saying. Some and maybe that's the testosterone, that's the male trait of the competitiveness. But and they want to be down with the girls. And again, some gay guys are not like that at all. That's why
She's never
it
gonna
doesn't.
admit that, baby.
It's not a
She's
band
never
aid for
gonna admit
all.
that.
But they
You know what? Those people are so delusional and they are so off the grid that it does not make sense. They want to pin this on a transgender person so bad. And they are eager. They've really got their feet on the gas. They're like, no, we're going to keep pressing it. We're going to keep pressing it. We're going to keep pressing it. But this is the thing. I'm not here to make you believe anything. The woman wasn't trans. What matters is, are we holding everybody accountable? Are we holding the ladies? Are we holding the gentlemen? I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and sound off. But, this is a debate that I'm willing to have. And I'm so glad that I got on there because they cut me off the first time. And this woman kept trying to drive a wedge between she and I. She kept trying to drive this wedge of, oh my God, men and men this and men that. But ma'am, you didn't even take not one time to understand that, okay, I'm trying to figure out, are you talking about a trans man or a trans woman? Let me know, because you have this verbiage and I'm trying to meet you where you are. Okay, help me understand, because you want to say, oh, I'm not homophobic and no, I'm not this and that. Well, ma'am, you said that. I didn't say that. I didn't call you that. You hand up and say, oh, I'm not this and I'm not that. I just feel like this um it was in this part right here. Give me
Good
one
look, can
second.
you at least wait that?
Okay, so when the guy says, Quella, can you at least fight back? She's gonna say no. And then you're gonna say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? There's some energy that is out there that's trying to work against us, but we are here and we're not going to stop. Okay. We're on this case like a kitchen cabinet. Okay. We on this case like a kitchen cabinet. And listen here, they're going down. Let's go ahead and get comfortable. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get comfortable. Everybody, go ahead and get comfortable. If you can, hit my cash app because the girl is working and we're about to get into the mess. Okay, let's do it. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So, however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time, so go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. All right, and we are back, guys. We are back. Okay, let's get into it. We are about to listen to this clip one more time. And if you are just now tuning into the party, please hit the like button as you come in, as it help our channel. And actually, for a minute, we are going to go on another commercial break. We'll be right back. Let's get those likes up. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Toaster Show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys for sticking with us through that commercial break. Now, I do want to go back through and listen to this video one more time because I do feel like there is a piece of audio that also needs to be heard. You know what I mean? Okay, so without further ado, let me go ahead and play this audio one more time and let me know if you can hear somebody. He says, Cooler, can you hear her back? She says no. And then somebody says, why should she? Here, let's get into it. Why she gonna fight back is what they said. Why she gonna fight back? Listen. See this right here? That right there is evidence. It's evidence. And listen here, why y'all want to sit up here, it's the people that are coming up with these false narratives and spewing them. It that has guys, that really has to stop. It really has to stop. I get you want to get your videos out there, but you got to stop telling the lies. It was not a trans woman that hit her. And like I said, I had to come out and I had to apologize because that I had to apologize, you know? And let's talk about it. Okay, you know what? Actually, we got somebody in here. Um, Tip, okay, so give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and let you up. Hey Tip, welcome to the show. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Thank you for coming on the show. Where are you calling from and what are your thoughts?
I'm sorry, my signal is real bad. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? New details in Shaquila's uh, murder release. And there was another set of black people that were murdered in Cabos as well. What are your thoughts on people of color going to Cabo, Mexico, and not returning?
I think it's a very sad situation, and people should be aware of where they're going to. It sheds new light on where to visit now. So that place is on my bucket list.
Right. So you're saying travelers should be aware of things like this could happen, A, and then B, how do you feel about travelers insurance? And what is your take on these individuals saying that this woman needed money to be seen in the ER, and people have come forward and said, "Well, hey, I was in Mexico. I had a broken leg allegedly, and I didn't have to pay money out of pocket." What do you say to that?
Well, different hospitals in Mexico operate differently, but as far as I know, as in my experience, Mexico wants to be paid up front. So we had an experience with a family trip going to Mexico, and we ended up not taking the family member to Mexico into a different country because of how Mexico operates is in payment.
Now, do elaborate if you can. Now, what was that experience about, and how did it come about?
This experience with my father when he was alive. Um,
Sorry to hear
he
that.
we was on a cruise line and something happened. He became sick or whatever, and he like coded out, and they brought him back. So the captain of the ship told us about if we continue on the trip to Mexico, um, most likely he probably would die in Mexico because they want payment up front. So he gladly turned the whole ship around, and we went to the other country.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
So, when it comes to like, if you were, let's just say you were in that situation, how do you think that you would have reacted?
As in being a part
A
of that crew
bystander?
that
Uh-huh.
a bystander in this, I would have told them to take her to the hospital.
Or let's just say this. There was a friend that said, "Oh, well, I got there the next day. I got there at such and such time, and this is what happened. I had no clue." Um, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring the video up of this guy. His name is actually Nazir Wiggins. Now, let me ask you, have you ever been a traveler?
Yes,
All right. Have you ever like been in North Carolina?
yes.
Okay, so what's the vibe in North Carolina?
The vibe is North Carolina, what you make it. I've been all over North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so would you say it's a little rough, or I mean it's easy going? I mean, is
I
it
mean,
really like, that song, take your shirt off and wave it like a helicopter?
North Carolina has its areas just like any other state. It has good parts and there's bad parts. You just need to know what part to be in.
Oh, wow. Okay. So when it comes to, well, actually, I have some video footage that I want to show. So give me 1 second and let me go ahead and bring that up. And I want to get your thoughts and opinions after.
Okay.
it's gonna crash on me so I can't do it right now. But listen, I got the audio recorded. First of all, the man wanted to argue me down, calling me stupid, calling me dumb, calling me idiot because he didn't know what CPR is. CPR is when you give mouth to mouth and you do chest compressions, okay? Then you have something where you just do chest compressions, okay? He said CPR wasn't giving mouth to mouth. That one part, okay. Then he didn't know the time. He didn't know the Mexico time zone. He didn't know when he got there. And I'm gonna break that down to you. Now, I'm not even gonna deal with his flight from Charlotte to Dallas. Okay, he had a layover in Dallas, whatever. Boom. Okay, this is the thing right here. The flight itinerary he sent me that he's using as his evidence says that he was there 4 hours before Shanquella was already before Shanquella died. Okay, his flight left now. Now, mind you, if you Google Cabo, Texas, right, Cabo, Mexico, right now, Cabo, however the hell you want to say it. I'm from the 3-3 motherfucking 4, goddamn it. So we gonna say shit wrong way, all right? It's going to show you 6:54, 2 hours behind Eastern Standard Time Zone, right? Now, anytime you book a flight to American, Delta, Spirit, whatever, right? The time zone, if you're going to be going to a different time zone than the time zone you were in, Dallas, I believe, is 1 hour behind us. Okay, boom. You flew from Charlotte to Dallas, right? Your flight from Dallas departed at 10:30 a.m., right? Okay. It takes 3 hours from Dallas to Cabo, Texas. 3 hours. Okay, if your flight left at 10:30, right? 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, right? Okay. So, remind you, Cabo, Mexico is 2 hours behind us. Okay. And it might be off, but you still got it might be off 4 or 3 hours. So you still got plenty of hours. Okay. When you get to Cabo,
What are your thoughts on the time difference? This guy is saying, "Oh, I got there at certain such time," and the times aren't just adding up. Thank you, Sonia.
Mm, I'm gonna leave my comments to myself on that one.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is a trans woman." You being a cisgender woman, feel like trans women an issue with
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. Repeat that.
Okay, I said, being that you are a cisgender woman, do you feel like there is a between trans women and cisgender women?
There is a wet. You was breaking up, love. I heard the question, but I didn't
Okay, can you hear
understand.
me?
I didn't hear the rest of it. Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, I said, do you think there's a divide between trans women and biological women?
There's a divide if people make it one.
Ma'am?
Whatever you do is on. Whatever you do is your business. It shouldn't bother anybody else. People want to make everything about everybody's business. It's not.
Right. Well, the reason, you know, I ask is because us as people of color, it's like some of us want to believe a narrative, and once the narrative has been corrected, they still don't want to let it go. So I do want to play
young lady lost her life, Maurice.
Can you let someone? Can you let Goddess talk so she can share? She's from the community, sincere. It would be interesting to hear their take because she might give some interesting information.
You charge the community, Maurice, because assault with deadly force. No, not the whole community, just the ones in Mexico. That was assault with deadly force.
So let's not say the community, because one person.
Okay, the individuals, we can say. Maurice, my bad. I should say the community. Yeah. And
she might be able to give a perspective, you know what I mean, that we don't see.
Can
you let her up, Sincere?
It's the truth. You can't deflect the evidence when it's right in front of you what they did to her. They did it, P. It's the truth.
Well, baby, what are you saying? I mean, I saw. I didn't look into that whole thing.
Oh, is it breaking up?
I'll show it to you.
I saw the fight.
Yeah, add Tulsa, Sincere.
Stop saying add Tulsa. We can't add them. Because
why?
Look what happened from.
Well, I'll go live, Tulsa. Follow me back, Tulsa.
So listen, guys, I was invited to go on that live that I played. It's let Tulsa up. You know, she could bring something. She's from the community, yachty this and yachty that. But when I had come up, old girls seemed more pressed. Here, let me go out and then come back in. Okay, guys, we are back. Thank you. Are you able to hear me? Wait a damn minute. It's mathing about that flight and time. See? Sonia, what do you think? What are your thoughts, honey? Oh, let me I did drop the link in case you guys did want to come up. Oh, excuse me. Give me 1 second. Let's go on a quick commercial break and we will be right back. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So, however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So, go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and put the call in number up in case anybody wants to call into the show. You can. We do have a call in number. That number is 870-568-4335 if you want to call in and get your moment on the show. You know, call in, let us know what's on your mind. What are your thoughts? What do you feel? Do you think that this was right? Do you think that this was wrong? You know? Because a lot of people are looking at that video, but I feel like they really canceled out the hairstylist, the boyfriend, and whoever this girl is on this photo, because she was right there with the hairstylist. I can see and hear you clearly. No lag, no echo. Thank you. Please hit the like. Please, we're begging for likes, guys. We are begging for likes. Y'all call in. I want to hear from y'all. Right now, I want to hear from you. Give me a call into the show. I really want to talk to somebody. Somebody call into my show. Call in. The number is 870-568-4335. Let me know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Please. I want to know if you agree or do you disagree. You know, do you agree or disagree? That's what matters. You know, can we come to a common understanding? hmm hmm The number is 870-568-4335. Yes, it is. That is the number. And we are live. We are here. We are open and ready. Our lines are open. Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing that's open around here. Okay? Because our hours are from 12 to 6. Let's talk about it. Absolutely. I wonder, should I just call random people and just see how they feel about it? All right, there we go. We got a call. All right, we are live on air. This is the Queen Tulsa Show. Who do we have on the line? And where are you calling from?
I'm calling out Texas.
All right, Tanya. Sonya's on the phone and she is from out of Texas, y'all. What's up, Sonya girl? Nothing much. What's the tea, girl? What you feeling?
Okay, either I'm not, I didn't like my ass, so it might be me. My man might be out. He said he left out of Dallas about 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a, what, 2-3 hour flight?
Yeah.
So he landed about 1:30, about 12:30 and 1:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just say in Mexico, they are 3 hours behind. Sir, no, California is 2 hours behind us. So that means you in California time.
Right.
Why are you trying to make it seem like you got there at 5:30? How? I'm like, is he going up or is he going back? Like,
I want to know, like,
about 3 something. Like, it's gonna take you 2 hours to get from the airport.
right. And did you go on a shopping spree?
Now,
Yeah, my thing is, did you go on a shopping spree? Did you go shopping? Did you go around town? Did you go sightsee? Like, what did you do?
where they stayed at on Google Maps, they say it's about 15 minutes from the airport.
Mm.
15. I think I get my 30 minutes from the airport. Where did you go? And how did you make it seem like you got to the airport at 1:30 and you right a corner from it? And you make it there at 3 something? These are you rubbing her head, playing music, talking to her? How? If she was already on the line, what? Then you said she was in her bed. Then you said she was on the couch. Then she went to the bathroom, laying on the commode.
Mm-hmm. It's
She
too
got
many.
5 stories going at once.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said a nurse came. Now, they said that Mexico ain't got no, we ain't got to pay for health care in Mexico. But when you talking about $5,000 US and the closest hospital that was close to them said it's $238, well, US, $238 a day. Was like 8,000 in pesos.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the ambulance service. So I'm pretty sure the ambulance service ain't hitting $3,000 off top to ride 15 minutes away. Then you said they told y'all they wanted to take her to the hospital, and all y'all said no.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
Because a lot of people tell me they not they, what they call them people? I got 3. Power of attorney. How would they know if they not kin to them? If they say, oh, that's my sister or my cousin? Because sometimes you get married, your last name changes, y'all got different dads and got different last names. How would people in Mexico know that they not kin to them?
Right. And actually, I'm about to bring up a video really quickly. So let's take a look at it right quick.
Got our first buddy. Buddy. She too full. Got our first buddy. Buddy. She too full. Got our first.
Sounds like a chant, and it sounds like he's saying dead body.
I don't know, but don't folks saying my thing is this here. It was 6 that went down there, or 6
And more confusing.
and 6 came back. That's an all type of movies you be watching. Like this, my thing was this right here too. They know she likes to carry where she in North Carolina, and she carries every day. So they knew they couldn't get to her there. So they had to take her across to another country where she can't bring it with her.
Exactly.
I have nothing on her. Now she can't take it. She's been all right because open carry her. So you got a license, yeah, you good to go. She could have brought it in Texas, no problem. But another country, they knew she wouldn't have had that on her. So when they jumped her, they knew she wouldn't have had that on her at that time.
Right. Let's go ahead and play this little clip right quick. Okay, we're going to play this little.
The shocking report is that there was a doctor present on the scene, and she attempted to treat Shanquella after her injury, which she was told was alcohol related by her so-called friends. She was alive for up to 3 hours post being injured, which is a stark contrast to what was being reported on her death certificate. The police states that a Dr. Carolina Gutierrez, who is from the American Medical Center, states that she was with Shanquella for up to 3 hours prior to her being pronounced deceased. The police report states that the person who called for help was actually Winter Donovan, the woman they allege delivered the final action that led to Shanquella's demise. And then, when the doctor arrived, she was told that Shanquella had been drinking a lot of alcohol. Then the doctor took her vital signs and stated she was stable at the time, but she was dehydrated and unable to talk. But it gets worse. The doctor states that she wanted to transfer Shanquella to the hospital, but her so-called friends insisted that she be treated at the villa. And that's where the doctor administered the IVs, and it was unsuccessful, as we know. After an hour, the doctor states that Shanquella suffered a seizure around 4:20 p.m. That's when Winter, who identified herself as a friend, called 911 to request an ambulance. And while this was happening, the doctor states that Shanquella was having difficulty breathing and her pulse was low as they gave her CPR. Now, the person who was giving her CPR was one of the friends, but who it is was not stated along with the doctor. After 3 hours, her heart stopped beating at 5:25 p.m. Additionally, the paramedics gave Shanquella 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and discharged the defibrillator a total of 6 times with no success. Her time of death is reported to be that of 5:57 p.m. There's more to follow because the details are becoming clearer and clearer. That it's
There we have it. Sonia, what are your thoughts on that?
I want the doctor, whoever it was, they wrote their report to come out and say what happened.
Mm-hmm. Because I want to know
if she was alive for 3 hours after the fact, and then she goes to take it to the. My thing is, if she's, I don't know where she was laying on a bed or on the floor. If her neck was broke, as they said, or cervical or whatever, decapitated on the inside, tipping her head back, one of her mouth would not have worked. The only thing you can do with somebody with broke neck is do chest compression. Do not move their head, their neck, or anything. You can stabilize it, that's about it. Because her neck broke, it probably broke where her wind cord is at or something, and I doubt that air is reaching to her chest.
Listen, do you think that they had Winter speak because she is of a lighter skin and they believe that, they thought that, okay, if you go and tell the story, then it looks good?
No, because they say she's the one that unalive. Gave her that final blow. But a final blow to break her neck, to decapitate her head and her body. It wasn't like you take a knife and chop somebody's head off. But when her neck was broke, it was decapitated.
So do you think that they said, okay, well, whoever...
I think that she got skin off. I believe she probably got scared when they were when she wasn't moving. And she probably was knocked out then, probably scared the hell out of her. And that's when they called that doctor, and doctor because they know she went to that hospital, and they would have brought her back or retrieved her or whatever. She'd been talking, or writing down, or something, or blinking her eyes or something. They teach you when you get paralyzed, neck down, on how to communicate with somebody. Trust me, she would have told it on them. Everybody keep saying friends. No, that was the ops. And when she walked around the house talking about, y'all supposed to be naked because they were getting ready to go swimming. And when she walked in that room, you could tell they was talking about her. Because old girl said something, then she tried to make it seem like she was talking about an outfit in her suitcase. I caught that. I'm like, oh, there are ops up in the room plotting in. And she probably went to her room to go change, to go put in on her swimsuit. That's when they came, they ran up in there.
Yeah, but no, she was...
told her, come here right quick.
She was undressed.
And then that's when everybody was dressed but her. And she probably went there to go put on her bathing suit because it was still daytime. You could tell it was light out. So she probably was going there to put on her bathing suit, coming out her clothes. And then she tell her, hey, come here right quick. And she done walked in and she seen everybody with their phone stuff. And she probably looked like, what the hell is going on? And because I'm sure I'm walking around the men without no clothes on. And she got a man at home. I doubt that. So that girl she done told her to come here right quick. And she thinking it's just her done walk in that room and then realize, no, it's more than that, more than her in that room with her. And then it's like, you gonna fight back? And she said no, because I believe if she would have fought back, the mother girls would automatically jumped into that. I guarantee. And so she knows she by herself, she ain't got no weapon. She's like, no.
Wow. That's a different perspective. And I could see how that could happen. But at the end of the day, we have to think about this when we're talking about Black on Black crimes. A lot of people like to take out their phones and video record. And it's like, you are guilty. You are guilty of the crime. You see violence being committed and you are capturing it on your device. And now you have a dead body on your camera. Now what? What do you do now?
This generation, I would say, they conditioned to the study. Because when I was coming up, I'm older than you here, but when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying? I be telling my little niece and Mel, I be like, if we had video cameras back then, the stuff y'all would have sold. Y'all be like, wait a minute, wait. I said, yeah, we was them kids coming up fighting. I know I was fighting, but I'm that type person. this me, I'm gonna be me. If I don't like you, I wouldn't come. I wouldn't want to be around you.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say nothing to you. Now you say hi, I keep walking, or walk past you like I don't see you. I don't know how to be fake. I would say, if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. I can care less. Say whatever you want to say about me. You put your hands on me, we're gonna find out. I tell you that. Put your hands on me, we will find out. But if I don't fool with you, or if I don't like you, I wouldn't come around you. And for all of them to get together, they knew what was going to go down. They know she didn't bring nobody else with her. And then one other person, who that person was that didn't go, I know they happy they didn't. Because they'd have been an accessory to that too.
And you
if
know
you
what?
there and stay there and you don't call the police, well, I know in the States, they don't charge you at the same time that other person get unless you talk. More talk on get less time.
But listen here, the FBI is involved and they are moving. They move like a snake. You know, they are gathering information. They are, I mean, this is now that they are involved, and then now you have Chris Hansen involved. And so now y'all gonna have to make it make sense. Y'all are gonna have to make it make sense. Nazir, you came online, you were making those accusations, baby. You better keep that same energy. I want y'all to have that energy when y'all were watching the fight. You know, y'all were just big and bad, no cares in the world, you know?
And I hope neither one say, I got a mental problem. No, you don't.
Absolutely not. You knew you were going there. You indulged in alcohol. You booked that flight.
Think about that. Okay, I'll take for instance. Now, is there some mental people out there? Yeah, that will do something to you and wouldn't care. Yes. Jeffrey Dahmer, when he got caught, what did he do? Yeah, I did it. And started saying what he done. And sat there because he has no empathy, no sympathy. It's like it wasn't anything to him. That person, I will call, hell yeah, that person crazy. Automatic. When you do something, know you did it, take off, come back, make up a story, and go along with it. That come out your hand all of a sudden. Now you gone in the wind. There is nothing crazy or unsane about that at all. Because the crazy person would have been still in Mexico.
Exactly.
Saying, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know. I just love the way blood felt in my hands.
Yeah.
They will sit there and tell you.
I wanted to see it. Yeah, I wanted to see this go down. I wanted the crime. I wanted blood on my hands.
Yeah,
this is me.
I love to see they take their last breath. To see they soul leave their body. Now that person needs to be in a mental hospital.
Yeah. Because if you sit here saying, yeah, I wanted to take Miss Shirley out just so I can see her take her last poop, is something wrong with you.
And they'd be like, did you enjoy it? Yeah. Would you do it again? Most definitely. Now, I know people like that, yeah, they insane. Yeah, these out the street for real. But if you doing all what you doing, don't come back and say, oh, I had a mental thing. Oh, I was depressed. No, you wasn't. You knew exactly what you was doing. Exactly. And you did it. Then you ran off. Ducking and diving. How was you crazy or mental?
You had plenty of sense to book you well, first of all, y'all went and booked a room by the airport. You guys stayed there, enjoyed yourself. I want to see what that tab looks like. How much room service? Y'all got a nice fancy dinner. Come back to the States and sit up there.
I had a chef at the house. A chef cooked that food. What you talking about?
Oh, wow.
She paid for all that. She did, because it was her best friend's birthday.
Well, we need to
And
talk to
you
the
know, he didn't want
chef.
to go there.
Listen, we need Sonya. Now that you brought that up, we need to talk to the chef. Guys,
Well,
please
he
hit that like
came
button.
that day. He came that day, cooked, and he left. And they ate whatever. The next day, I guess he came back to cook again after she was
Well,
online.
Sonya, before
So
you
he
say
probably didn't
Sonya,
know that
before
she was.
Sonya, before you say your next thing, let's go on a quick commercial break. We'll be right back because I want to hear more from you. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. All right, we are back with Sonya, and Sonya is really digging off into the story. She is really giving clarity and giving me some different angles to look from, you know. But Sonya, go jump right back into what you were saying, honey.
I said about that chef, I think he was there that Friday. I'm not for sure if he was there that Saturday or he probably wasn't around. And when they was fighting or whatever they was doing, I think he probably came later on to go back and cook like their dinner or whatever. Cause they said that, you know, they about to go, you know, make some food, cook some food. How was you gonna cook when the whole chef was there?
Exactly.
And then y'all sat there and ate, and the girl just in the room,
lifeless.
And you talking about I'm still on that flight, cause he didn't make sense to me. I know you left Texas 2 hours. It's 2 hours in front of California, 2 hours behind us. We coast to Mexico also. What are you talking about? At the border. Mexico. But, okay.
Yes.
You talking about you made there at 3, you got there at 3 something when your flight landed at 1:30. So did the time change 2 hours when you landed? Did it change another 2 hours? Did you go overseas or Hawaii somewhere? I mean, where did you go? Time went back an hour, and then you 2 hours behind Texas. So I'm confused. So you made there at 3:15, and got the luggage and went on to result. Just how you walked in the door by 3:27, 3:26. Now, good, sir. Time don't stand still. It ain't like you left Texas and went to New York. And you can say I was 2 hours north and headed in front. You went 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
Either I didn't have math or history or what is geography and all that, or you didn't. I think we took time in class, time clocks. And you're not that far from California, about what, 4 or 5 hour drive, 12-hour drive from California. So that you sit in that California time zone, unless you went past, you be an hour ahead of California. And everybody say that's like not too far from California, so I'm sure you're in that time zone.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay. I told you when he first started talking, I said he is trying to establish an alibi.
It really seems like it. I mean, he's really trying to distance himself from the friends that were there with her, you know, during that
alibi.
time. Mm-hmm.
Told you. I've been typing in, people they talk about that, I'll be like, he is trying to establish an alibi. And not knowing that, I'm sure they was Airbnb where they had cameras around it. Y'all didn't see it, but I guarantee you they are.
Well, you got to think about it like this, because some people, when they go to Airbnbs, as we've saw in the past, people were damaging furniture, even stealing the furniture. So there is footage on those, what do they call them? The shareholders or timeshares. Yeah, there's video footage out there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
This was a
why
corporation.
you trying to sell the alibi's not going to work? They're going to get a time. They're going to get the flight plans. Talk to the pilot. Get what time he left and what time he landed. And if he took what kind of car, Lyft, Uber, whatever, taxi, guaranteed, they're going to have that too.
Absolutely.
And see what time they picked him up. Where did he go? If he went anywhere else or they take him straight to that villa, what time did he get out? And guaranteed they got those records. And I bet you the Mexican police already said whoever did it, getting 40 to 60 years in Mexico.
Yeah.
Good luck. I seen locked up abroad. And they got all the women together. It ain't like jails in the States, it's something different. And they doing drugs. They will fight, steal, and everything else. I don't know if it's like that, like in 2022, but I know back like in the early 2000s, I seen locked up abroad. And they don't care. Mm-hmm.
Because even if it was a late flight, all that will be documented. You know what I'm saying? So even if he says,
if he had a late flight, he went back 2 hours. So if he left Texas at 12, that means he would have made it to California 10 o'clock in the morning because California is 2 hours behind Texas. He left DFW Airport. So I mean, he caught the flight in Texas. The flight from Texas went to Mexico. He went 2 hours back. Where he was 2 hours ahead. When he landed, he was 2 hours behind. So, what are you talking about, sir? What we doing?
Yeah.
That don't add up. If he got there at 1:30, what did you do to make it to the villa at 3:26? And it's between 15 and 30 minutes from the airport.
Exactly. It's not like he was at LAX or something and trying to get into the city. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay, that would make sense that you were maybe an hour. It would be hours, but even from Dallas airport, those airports are pretty packed and stuff. Okay, I can understand that traffic is bad, but no, you were 15 minutes away from the villa. There is no way.
You landed at 1:30. How you get there at 3:26? And your flight landed at 1:30. Like I said, he had been driving all around.
Did you go and see your sugar daddy? I mean, really, what's going on?
Something. I said, he can't count or I can't count. You left at 1:30. You wouldn't have made it there at 3. They 2 hours behind Texas. 2 hours and 4 hours behind North Carolina. I said, did he go to school? Oh, he went to college. They didn't teach you time change? Mm-hmm. I don't fly. You can't give me no plane or no boat.
Well, listen, Sonia, when you're nervous, you'll say anything. When you're nervous and you're trying to come up with a plan or a story, you'll say anything.
He said it twice. He said the same thing twice. 3 times. I think he said 3 times. No, you ain't nervous. You know you trying to establish your alibi to make it seem like you wasn't there, which you were. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I said, the FBI, believe me, when they come knock on their door or go looking for them, they're going to have everything they need in a row. Mm-hmm. When they come out you guilty, you are guilty. Ain't no we find, we just, no. Mm-mm.
And their conviction rate is very high. When the FBI, their conviction rate is very high. So I don't care what you were taught or what you learned on YouTube, baby, this is a whole different situation.
Okay, you calculate time by your deporting location. Okay, if he left Texas, he didn't make it to what it was, Cabo, Mexico, at 3:30. I don't care how you time that. You still gonna be 2 hours behind. Texas.
Yeah.
Regardless. Still gonna be 2 hours behind. No, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because you're in a different time zone.
If you don't take the time, I can say it takes 3 o'clock here. It's been 1 hour. Yeah. It's been 1 hour. It's been 3 here. He must be still on his Texas time. And so I made it 1:26. You said you got there at 3:26. Or whatever time. But I'm pretty sure in Mexico, if it's 9 here, it's about 7 in California. I'm pretty sure it's about 7 o'clock what it was.
But listen, Sonya, this was around the time that Offset was taken off. I just feel like, and a lot of people are coming forward and saying that, North Carolina is known for that witchcraft and all of the things, it just makes you scratch your head,
Yeah, ain't going for no witchcraft. They can keep that. But that was around by Halloween. That's why they celebrate the Dead of Dead in Mexico around by that time.
Yeah.
They take food and drinks to their dead ones and celebrate. They don't mean they go out there, but hey.
It seemed like they were doing the same thing.
If that's them,
they were.
That's them. I don't try to put myself in no situation.
It sounds like to me, Sonya, that they were mimicking that holiday. They were bringing food to her. They were bringing things to her when her body was lifeless.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I say it feels like a ritual. Guys, please hit the like button.
It's 13 people watching. You got 13 likes. So your views matching your likes.
Okay, there we go. Period.
But they're going to get them. Everybody claim, well, they gonna, it takes time to build a case. This ain't TV, CSI. They do in 15, 20 minutes. No, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And when you got the M word, there's no statute of limitations. They can get you at 75 years old.
Oh.
Something you did when you were 20. There's no limitations on that. They can get you at any time on the M word charge. And they coming. Who gonna sing first? I'll be singing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And be in witness protection somewhere. But it's gonna be kind of hard because your face all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's gonna be a little rough right there. But they'll put you somewhere. You probably can't leave your house, can't go outside, have a mask on or something. But they're gonna get you there.
Yeah. But I feel like
white town.
I feel like they don't really need protection. They didn't even protect this young lady.
Nah, I try whoever talk first. They're gonna be like, I'm about to sing on everybody. That's gonna be a star witness. So they gotta protect their star witness because they may come up missing. Cause they about to snitch on everybody. And they mess around and they That girl, and then some girls with blonde hair, and some girls with glasses on, and the call-in number, all that still showing on her. Okay. Okay. We back live.
Okay, cool. Girl, they don't want us to get this out here, honey, but we gonna get it out there. This woman was.
Let me be quiet, then. I'm talking too much.
No, you good.
Talk too much truth. They're like, hold on, she know too much. What she talking about? They done trying to get my IP address. Like, no, I wasn't her. It's called common sense. I can work for FBI. I can work with y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll look at it and tell you what I think about it.
But such a beautiful woman. And it's like,
yeah.
I'm just heartbroken. But
who's the girl with the glasses on?
Oh, that's her. So that's her with the glasses on. That's her with the contacts in, and then that's her with the little short bob. Just different.
So I'll be the same girl. She look like 30 different people. Okay, that little picture, well, I guess she must have lost weight. Because that picture with sunglasses, the little white top on, she look a little thicker than that.
Yeah.
Okay, some other pictures, she was bigger, then she lost some weight. Oh, yeah, they were hating on you.
A little stress and depression,
When she was big, they probably were like, I was grinning herself. They talk behind her back, but I bet you they were like, girl, he did me like that. They be like, girl, for real? Oh, yeah, I told you he wasn't no good. You don't need them kind of friends. I was telling my friend, I ain't got but three. I got three. Three people I actually call friend. Three. Anybody know me? No, I don't call you a friend. I take a friend like this. If you with me, when I ain't got two niggas to rub together, when I get money, you coming with me. Because I know you wasn't around me because of that. If I ask you for something and you go get it and give it to me, and then when you ask me for something, I wouldn't have no problem of getting it.
Right.
Because I'm like, you was there for me when I needed you. Cool. You my friend, I will help you fight. If I'm not your friend, I'm not going to help you fight. I'm sorry.
That makes a big difference.
You could be getting jumped, and I will not get it. Don't call my name.
Well, that's how the people were with the cameras. They were holding the phone. They said, I don't care about you. Girl, please. Yeah. Whatever.
That's my attitude. That's me. And anybody that knows me will tell you that is actually me. There's one girl, she was getting into a fight, and they called my name to help her. And I said, no, I can go here and get her mama. Her mama can help her. Why would I get to her something that ain't got nothing to do with me? She ran her mouth. But she sleeping with everybody in the apartments. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to get kicked out because she going to get put out. That's going to make me get put out. And ain't nobody going to have nowhere to live in the whole apartment complex. Nobody going to have nowhere to sleep.
Let me give you a
guarantee you that.
Right. Let me give you a different stance to look from. Let's just say maybe Shanquella was had a different lifestyle outside of what's being presented. I don't think that takes away from the fact of she's a human being first and she was murdered, and you have these people sitting up. Yeah. Sonya I'm having a hard time understanding these
Why
people.
Everybody keep making saying like people holding I say people get shot, stabbed, and people holding their phone videotaping it. I'm glad they did that because if they wouldn't have videoed,
we wouldn't have knew.
None of this would have been out, and her mama would have thought that her daughter died alcohol, they got the thing out there. They'd be like, what happened? No, we would have never known.
Exactly.
So that's one time I'm glad they recorded, and whoever saw that sent that mess out. As they should. Mm-hmm. That was more than one fight. Allegedly, more than one fight.
I believe it was more than one fight, too.
They said the videos. I don't know.
But, they said
they didn't like that girl. You can tell they didn't like her. They did not like her.
Yeah.
Like I said, when she walked in that room and everybody got quiet, that
was
my
a problem
right there. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Flag. I be like, What y'all say about me? I'm sorry, here I go. What's happening? Come on, always told me if you get jumped, don't worry about the other people hitting you. Your focus should be on the person that's in front of you, and you beat the brakes off them.
Well,
don't worry about the other people.
Do you want to know?
About the one in front of you.
Peep this out, Sonya. Maybe they had acted like, okay, we all about to do this drug allegedly, and they faked to take it, and they watched her take it, and was waiting for her to let it kick in. Go get undressed. Go do your thing.
No, she didn't have no drugs in her system. But they said it's a drug that they can give you.
And it don't show up
in your kidney or something. Yeah, it don't show up. They got to do a deep throat test.
Mm-hmm.
And I know another one. Everybody think I'm playing, but what do you call it? Antifreeze.
Yeah.
It's odorless and tasteless. But they had to get her when before she went to Mexico. In order for that to kick in straight like that, nah. They would and that it don't show up in your test unless they have a test for it. Because once you're alive, your body give out them type of enzymes too. But they can tell if there's some extra off in that. And for them to leave her body there, and it's like the maid or somebody found her, that's what they let me know. When they was all in that room, they was plotting right there on what they was about to do. They can't get them for the M-word 1. They can get them for M-word 2.
Okay. Wow.
They wouldn't have to prove they went to Mexico just to unalive her. They have to prove that for that to be M-word 1. They'll have to prove that was their intent. And they go, like they say, you think you're the leading? Like everybody kept talking about, oh, they ain't got nothing since 2017. No, they had it to 2022. And then once that autopsy came out, people started hollering, hold up. They deleted all that and left older pictures there. That's what they let me know. They know what they're doing. And you can delete all that you want to.
So,
FBI gonna pick that right slap on back up out the clouds.
Sonya, do you feel like this was an organized crime? I feel like somebody orchestrated this and they had the crash dummies take it out.
Nope. I don't think it. I think it had to do either with her or money or a man. Or it could be a woman. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
she had a boyfriend. That's why I'm not understanding. Her boyfriend didn't go.
But peep this out,
Sonya.
From being a married woman and having male friends, I do notice, like, when I'm out and things like that, I do get attention and I do let them down softly. So I feel like maybe it was because this girl, she has a presence about her. You want to get to know her, like, oh my God, you're so pretty. You want to go up to her and say she's pretty. And then when you have a light-skinned chick in the mix and they, society says, oh, light is better, but you have somebody that's adorned as black Barbie, it takes it to another level.
No, they probably some boy they like them, and probably were asking about her. Or because the girl they said they were fighting her, they claimed there's a man that had a baby, but okay, I didn't know men to have kids.
Exactly.
That wasn't no man, but
and listen, Sonya,
like,
don't you know I tried to tell
I'm about sick of you.
Yeah, Sonya, listen. Don't you know I tried to tell somebody that tonight? I said that was not a man. I said I even reported on it, but I had to come back and retract myself. I said that was not a guy. That was not a trans. That was not whatever you want to label Dejanay as. I said that is a real woman. That is a cisgender. She's not a trans woman. She's biological. And I feel like that was a fair fight. But at the end of the day, I don't care if it was a trans woman or not. She needs to be held accountable. And I don't agree with any woman fighting each other, you know?
They trying to make it seem like it's a trans person. They feel like, couldn't no woman do that? And I'm like, if a woman have a 12-pound, 13-pound baby, you don't think, or have y'all seen them animals coming from them for little bitty kids, and they mama is killing, unaliving animals with her bare hands, or flipping a car with her bare hands? Women do have strength. Don't ever think that we that weak.
Exactly.
No. When you mad, they'll sit there and say, you know your own strength when you mad. And you don't.
Well, you find out.
And you be amazed yourself, like, because I'm pretty sure after it happened, they probably was like, that was not their intent. They were just going to beat the hell out of them. But my thing is this, too. If they planned that, she wasn't going back home.
And you know what? They brought up a very important part. Even with this woman being trans, they brought up a conversation of, there was a man, yada, yada, yada. But then they were also, attacking the gay community. And the conversation came up as the gay community are oppressors of the trans women. They hang around the gay guys hang around the biological women. They want to down the rest of the community, and they're like, oh, I'm just better than you. But these are the people that are trying to sleep with your man. They are trying to tell you what, that they run the world. You don't see no trans out here saying, hey, I'll run the world and this is it. But
it's like I'm starting hearing that conversation.
They want to divide us, but Sonya, you and I, we fuck.
No. I'm talking about with the question. They be like, why do women hate trans women? And I'm like, have y'all ever thought about the trans women that hate women?
Exactly.
But it always have to be us. And I tell everybody, I don't care what you do, because what you eat don't make me go to the bathroom. I can care less.
Agree.
I really don't care. 85% of men like they booty holes played with, or a finger in there. And
let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, guys.
Okay.
Let's get these likes up, because now we about to get into the crevices. Okay. We about to get back there. Sonya, take it over, girl.
And I be telling, like, women I know, associates, I be like, some men like that. They want to be paid. They be a man all day and want to be coming home and treated like a kid or a female. I said, why y'all think sex workers make all that money? Or phone sex operators? They tell the men what they want to hear or how they feel. They want me putting on some stockings. They may want to put on a bra. Some of them are like that. Don't mean they're gay. They just want to get into their feelings side, I would say. It's a lot of men out there like that. But they're not going to tell you. Because you're going to tell him he ain't a man, he left over a man, yada, yada, yada. But when a man come along and take them, all of a sudden it's their fault. It ain't got nothing to do with you. We're just going to blame that person. What you think?
I feel like more women should let their men wear their undergarments, so they can really explore themselves, explore yourself. That's how you understand yourself. You have a lot of people that are living, for everybody else, and they are unhappy on the inside. And it's like, why live life when you're living to appease someone else? And why are you upset and getting angry at somebody that's living out loud, living unapologetically? Those are people that you praise, the people that are sitting around here sneaking and geeking to get their rocks off. That's who you should be having a problem with. Why are you coming for trans women? We're living in our truth. We are not hiding.
Nope, no, y'all.
Some of us.
No, all y'all.
Some of us.
There's some out there
it,
that will sit there and cuss a woman out and be like, yada, yada, this, that, and other. But soon you misgender them.
It's a problem.
Oh, you transphobic. You don't like gay people. Whoa. I was like, whoa, we're not going to play that game. We're not going to do that. I've been knowing about this since the 80s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Gay people that are starting to pop up this year, they been here. What are you talking about?
And trans women too.
Transsexuals. I seen cross dressers. I seen gay men. I seen it all. I said people I work with was gay, and they'll tell you. I respected them and had their backs at work. You could come there talking to me in the car because that's gonna make me respond stupid, and then I be the one to tell you, hold on, let me walk out this door real quick. And trust me, when I come out that door, my hand ain't gonna be empty. I guarantee you that. So don't sit here and tell me, oh, you transphobic. I had one living with me. And we sit around, be up all night talking. He tell me what he been doing, and I been there laughing. And he asked me for advice, I give it to him. I don't have a problem with nobody, what they choose to do. That's your business. That's your life. I don't pay your bills. I ain't paying. What the hell I'm tell you what to do? But what you're not going to do, if I ask you to call me by my name, please call me that. Don't call me. Well, I don't care what the sign say. I don't see a piece of paper. Say it. My name.
Right.
If you can't call me that or ma'am or miss, don't call me at all. Because that's going to make me turn disrespectful. Absolutely. And at that point, you're going to tell me you transphobic. No, you started it. So let's go.
Let's roll.
What your mama named you again? I'm going to get disrespectful. So don't disrespect me, and I won't disrespect you.
Right. Now, listen, speaking of that.
You cool as hell.
Right. I was going to say, speaking of that, I wanted to share something with everybody, so without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up this video and let's take a listen.
The Indian worldview since ancient times has had space for every imaginable entity. These entities range from social to scientific and from imaginary to mathematical. No way of looking at the world has been excluded. This is why it is curious in modern times to find certain ways of life described as unnatural or taboo. This is something India of yore does not share with modern India. We have stories of Narad falling into a pond and emerging from it as a woman. This is how he discovers the meaning of Maya. Another story tells of Shiva bathing in the Yamuna to become a woman and dance with Krishna. In Ahmedabad, there is a temple belonging to Bahujara, a goddess who rides the rooster. It is said that there was a pond here that could turn women into men. Those who seek a male child still visit this dried-up pond and seek blessings from hijras, men who have chosen to dress like women. A ritual held every year in Pondicherry remembers the marriage of Arjuna's son, Arvan, who was going to be sacrificed for the sake of victory in the Mahabharata war. Krishna turned into a woman called Mohini and married him. She even wailed for him when he was sacrificed. In the Kritivas Ramayana, there is a story of two women who make love to each other in the absence of their husband and produce a child without bones. One way to understand these stories is to appreciate that in ancient India, lines dividing male from female and heterosexual from homosexual were blurred. These tales were told without guilt or shame and are not uncommon by any means. Where do these stories stem from? Perhaps they have their roots in Indian metaphysics. In a world where all masculinity and femininity are only labels that are applied to bodies being occupied by eternal souls. The Hindu view of the world has always been friendly towards different ways of being and seeing. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells Arjun not to be arrogant. He tells him that there is much more to this universe than the human mind can fathom. Though the human mind creates boundaries, reality is diverse and can contain everything. This is the point being made by Hindu temples when they juxtapose beautiful apsaras with bloodthirsty demons in their architecture. They teach us that there is nothing unnatural in nature, and that every way of being is a manifestation of the divine.
The affair that Zeus had.
Oh my God, I've been talking this whole time and I've been on mute, Sonya.
I heard you.
No,
I heard everything you said.
but you know, it's deep. It's really deep. Like, some people are committed to dividing us rather than bringing us together. But I know if I'm going to keep using my voice, because the people that watch, they are going to get the message and they are going to transfer it to their friends, and we going to get this thing in rotation, you know? It's one at a time,
You
you
might
know?
have somebody that's trans, that's starting out. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know this is safe space over here. If you want to come over here and talk about it, safe space over here. If anybody get disrespectful, don't even worry about that. You don't have to worry about saying that person.
And you know what?
They will be kicked off.
And that's why I love you as a biological woman. I love how you see things from different perspectives and you see things for yourself. So like when people try to bring you something, you like, no, I can't speak for you, but you say no, let me see how this is going to work out. Like our experience, you came, you heard things about, share that with the audience. If you don't mind.
What? Say what?
I said, share our experience, how we met and, what you heard about me,
Well, like I say, they taught that funeral stuff. I had heard about that. Then I had seen you like on a couple of people lives, I would say. And the comments were like, oh, she trolling, she this, that, and the other. So I was like, every time I turn around, your name kept popping up. Even when you wasn't around, your name popped up. So I decided, I said, let me go check out this person, because I see everybody talking about her. I'm going to go over here and see what they talk like, what's really going on. But then I'm like, she cool. What are they talking about? That's why I had told you, I had heard stuff about you, people saying this, that, and the other, and I decided to come check it out for myself. You can't tell me the sun purple. I'm gonna go outside and see what color it is. So you just can't come tell me anything. I'm saying, oh, that person told me to. No. Sorry, they don't work like that. And for the people that go back and talk about me to her, please, when you see me on the live, please tell me. If you got a problem, tell me. If you don't like me, I don't care. I really don't care. But if you got a problem with me, tell me. I'm not going to cuss you out unless you get disrespectful, and that will happen. But outside of that, me and Tuss are cool. She knows if she needs something, she can call. She's not getting in touch with me. Put it like that. She's not getting in touch with me. And I look out for her, and she look out for me.
And that's just how it is. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, you know, when I think about things like that, I think about Marvin Sapp, the gospel song, He Saw the Best in Me, because it didn't matter who wrote me off or who thought that they could take me out or tear me apart. I knew that the higher power saw the best in me. And I know I said, Lord, I'm not good at picking my friends. Pick the people that you want into my life. Cause I'm not good at that. You know, so the people that are here, I am not good at that. And Sonya could testify.
I know you're not. I'm very good at that.
I said, no.
If I roll with you, I roll with you. If I don't, I'm sorry. I just don't. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I don't like you. I don't like you. I can tell the first 5 minutes if I'm going to pick with you or not. When he know, I tell him, yeah.
Where they come from? Who sent them?
Yeah, who was it?
Who sent them?
They get the talking tone. That tone, I'm telling, that tone is my trigger button. My psychiatrist know that, and my therapist know. Your tone of voice is my trigger, and we working on it. Slowly but surely, but we working on it. All that over talking me. Yeah, there's people on your line. I can't think of their name. They will over talk. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Cause that right there will get you cussed out. And you say you cuss me back out. It is what it is. I done been cussed out before. Let me dry my tears. But that over talking, I be like, really? You couldn't say that before I started talking? Because then I get real quiet. I be like, why are you quiet? Because if I start talking, it's not going to be your show anymore. So I'm going to shut up and go sit in the corner somewhere.
And do something.
I got my cattle too. I just got these damn some people that already go.
I'm about to go do something safe.
All your lives, I said. Like I can't say that damn Sonny got my cow too. Where's she at? I done stayed up building, and you came over and they done kicked me out the building. Done drug me out through my boxes and everything.
Then drag me like Mama Joyce dragged Carmen.
You're going to be like Wendy. You're going to come out there, your pepper check up on the sidewalk. You be like, wait a minute. Locked up and chained and everything.
No.
What's her yet? I know she did it. I'm like, well, your guest said something I didn't like. Oh, well, you be mad. I'll be like, oh, well, what you want me to say? They started it. I just so spent it. What you mad at me for?
Listen, I know that you come from a good place, and I know that you're not going to be the first one to take the swing. It's like, I feel like respect goes a long way. And that's in every aspect of life. Like, respect goes a long way. And it's like, people, if you see something, do something. Don't sit around and be a bystander and try to get your moment, off of somebody else's hurt and pain.
No, don't do that. Don't tell people that. Follow your first mind. Because sometimes you can go in there and try to help somebody and you wind up unalive or hurt. They've been turned on you. I have seen it. So, follow your first mind, I would say. If it's like somebody that that's not fighting back or looking at you like, you can tell they can look at you like help, then I say help. But you got to feel them out first, because I'm not going to just jump into any fight. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to get unalive trying to help you. And we both asking God, I'm going to ask God for why am I here? Wait a minute, what is happening to you? What happened? And then I got kicked out trying to beat you up there. Like, oh, you got to get up out of here. You doing too much. How you at the gate fighting? Ain't got in.
Listen, Sonya, we don't need you to. No, Sonya,
how you getting heaven fighting? How you fighting in heaven? You ain't got the gate. You at the gate. I remember you.
Now, Sonya, why you bringing all them shenanigans up in heaven like that?
I'm outside the gate. I ain't made it in the gate yet. I'm with some old enemies. I say, them mean you had to fight in the first grade. How you outside the gate fighting? How you up in heaven fighting? Yeah, you got to get up out of here. Then I get to hell. Oh, you the one that jumped me. Wait a minute. How you outside the gate for hell fighting?
So you saying that you're going to lay a pause on anybody. It doesn't matter if you are in heaven.
Hell to hell, we fighting. Outside them gates. Be ready. They're going to kick you back on earth because you turn up some. You turn up here, you turn up down here. Take her back. Please put her back. Let her try again.
That'll do it.
Come back, blue. Still fighting. Y'all got some counselors with some therapists in the group. Come here, ma'am. Can we talk to you for a second?
Child, it's a lot. It is a lot, child.
Looking like, is that the time y'all stop fighting? Wait a minute. Damn, you can float your little wings over there by me. You'll be like, what you want? I'll be over there in a second. I see one more person. They're trying to grab me like, wait a minute. What are you doing?
Amen.
Like, yeah, you're in the wrong spot.
Well, listen, Sonya, we got to definitely have this conversation again. I can't wait till more details unfold and we can come back and put the pieces together. But I got your name on the screen, so I definitely want everybody to follow you, but just let them know your other platforms of where they can follow you.
You follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and I'll be on Facebook sometime. Just type in Sonya Maybe. You're going to see that picture or a picture of me and my sister on there. One or two, that's me. Except on Instagram, you'll see my face on there.
Okay, so guys, I'm about to drop Sonya's link in the chat. Please go over and give her a follow if you are the replay gang. We definitely want to thank you all for coming by and supporting. Please hit the like. We are begging for likes over here. Get us in the algorithm. Make sure you go and follow Sonya's channel. I pinned it in the chat. So if you're the replay gang, go over there. Let's get her subscribers up. Let's get her to 1,000 so she can be monetized and come on here and give you guys some real comedy. Sonya has a lot of extracurricular activities on a good side on the back, the back end of, the set. She has a lot going on. So I definitely want you guys to go over, subscribe to her channel. It takes a village. Sonya's a part of the village. She's security over here. Anybody gets out of line or, needs to be checked, she's going to be the first one to do that. Okay. On that note, it has been a great show. Thank you for everybody to come out. Thank you, Courtez, for showing up. Thank you for Associate Minister and Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones for coming by and also pouring into the show. If you are able to, please send us a Cash App or send us a PayPal or send us a Zelle. That information is right here on the screen. So you can donate to the channel. We are an independent channel. We are for the people and we let the people come up and do their thing. So on that note, thank y'all for coming out. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. This is the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. And this concludes our show. Until next time. Good night. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725-888-1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives. People. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show.